Hello? Hello, hello? Hello.
Hello.
Oh, great. Great energy right off the bat.
Hey. Don't even start with me, okay?
Hello. Good day to everyone. Good day to you, Jet.
Good day to you, Tony.
Oh, thank you. And welcome, everyone. Welcome, Taya and hey, Grovey, and the astronaut in my chat. Robot Safari, hello. Yeah, Robot Safari, I've seen you on Twitter sometimes being like, oh, I missed the streams. I'm like, oh no. Well, I do have a schedule, so the streams are always at the same time, just so you know. And Coin, Intellectual Fan, and MJ Magicish. I don't think I've ever seen you chat here before, but welcome. Who else? Hannah, Grace, one of my wonderful mods, Grace. I mean, Hannah's also a wonderful mod, but you know, Luca.
Grace is special, that's why.
Grace is special. Grace is the only other mod of my server, so Grace.
That's a good thing, I think. If I had to trust anybody with running a server, it would be Grace.
It would be Grace.
However, I do need to bully Grace into giving me powers as well eventually.
Yes, on your birthday, you bullied Grace into making the Nerd with Bot say something. Because, okay, Grace only specified no one used my otherwise canon compliant bot to make it say MILF again.
Mm-hmm. See, it's a loophole. We're working the system.
We're gaming the system here. Sorry, Grace.
Grace, I need you to put a Lang-related quote
onto
the Nerd Word bot.
Please. Something about his tits. Something about Lang tits.
Yes.
That would be fantastic. Thank you, Grace. Thank you in advance.
Thank you in advance, Grace.
Yeah, thank you, Robot Safari. I think caught up to your tragic journey with Kazuma, yeah. It's
Oh, you're black and white.
Yeah. It's my tragic journey with Kazuma Sogi. It's my tragic journey with Kazuma Sogi. And
Grace, we love you.
Grace, Grace, I love you. Grace, I don't like you. I love you. Did my time zone change? Oh, okay. I live in an area where we don't adjust time, so to me, this stream is an hour later. Yeah, so my, I mean, where I live, we do daylight.
Yeah, we went forward an hour, yeah.
I thought we went back an hour. We went back an hour, we gained an hour, because for that person, it's an hour later. So it would have been 7, or it would have been 8 right now, but it's 7.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, it's dark anyway.
It's fucking dark anyway. I got my... This is what happens when Asugi's on screen.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's my sad lamp. It's super fucking bright. But anyways. So yeah. Oh, hi, Brad. Brad, I hope you're recovering well. Brad, I hope you're having a good time sleeping all day.
Yeah, Bradley.
Yeah. Oh, hi, Cosmic Penguin. So yes. What did we do last time? We were in
my name's Beppo.
Oh, name's Beppo.
This is a knife. Oh, no way. And I'm like hats for gents.
Oh. Yes, okay. So we were in the courtroom with Mr. Racist Bat.
Yeah.
And he poured his wine, which
I am doing as well.
Yes, good. Which I thought was funny, at least. Oh, right, yes, okay, we stopped... Yeah, after Susato said, let's do this thing that was once implemented.
Yes, summation, examination, or as I like to call it, closing argument.
Yeah, the closing argument. So we're gonna try to convince based juror number 3.
Yeah.
that
we need him to know that we also hate rich people.
Yeah. We have to let him know that Kazuma Asugi was a socialist and he did hate rich people. All right. Okay. Oh, let me just give my little Twitter thing and say live. Say live.
I'm ready for today. I have my drink. I don't have work tomorrow, but I will be writing a 30-page paper tomorrow.
Well, good luck with that. I don't have work tomorrow either, but because it's I don't. Is it a holiday for you guys too?
It's Veterans Day, but I'm like, it's just a day off for me.
Oh, I see. Yeah, yeah. All right. It's technically like Veterans Day, Remembrance Day. It's basically the same thing. It's for veterans. But yes.
And yeah, I put that upon myself. I procrastinate to the last second all the time, every time.
Yeah. But oh, congratulations on your. I know I already said this, but on your finishing of procrastination.
Oh, yes, thank you.
The last time you procrastinated.
Yeah. Okay, well, it's not entirely procrastination. It's just falling out of love with my muse in the pandemic. It's a lot of factors that went into me having to do 42 paintings in 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's, you know what? It's fair.
And honestly, it informs my work better because, like, my professors were like, you know, the way that you painted these almost makes it like you were doing plein air at the show itself. And I'm like, you know what? Yes.
Yes. Yes. Because just get it down as fast as you can.
Exactly.
Also thank you, Robot Safari. That's very sweet of you. I'm happy to post art. But yeah, okay, why don't we get this show on the road? Why don't I unmute it? I think that would be great. It's gone. Okay.
Apollo.
Did you see that?
Just the flash of Apollo dead on the ground.
My desktop background is and has been for like almost a year now. Apollo getting brained in the head with a rock, but instead of the bomb number code,
it's your Twitch handle.
It's my Twitch handle. My wonderful friend Stuart made that for me, and I think it's hilarious. Okay. All right. And as always, let me know if everyone's volume is okay. I have to keep
changing it.
Yeah, I have to keep changing it now that we're playing Spirit of Justice. So, but yeah, let's start playing from my last save. Let me see if this is...
It's so funny. Like, I'm just like, oh, we're on case 3. The last time I played this game, I was just finishing up case 5.
Yes, which is apparently extremely fucking long. So...
Yes. 4 fucking investigation parts? Come on.
Come on, man. No one needs that much investigation. Oh, hey, Sarah. Okay. Yeah. So I guess we're now asserting our right. Are we all here? Are we all ready? Do you have a drink? I mean, I guess you said you have a drink, but...
Yeah, I have my grape juice.
Okay. Your grape juice. All right, yeah. So we are bringing out the closing argument. All right. Red leather, yellow leather, black leather, red leather, yellow leather, black leather. Swift samurai sword swipe silently sideways. Swift samurai sword swipe silently sideways. Wing away.
Red headband, lead headband, fuck!
Red headband, lead headband, dead headband? Was that?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know how a Slogie can wear a headband all day. I was wearing my headband all day and my head fucking hurts.
I have a sort of headband that's, I guess, because it's kind of woolly, but it makes my ears itch and it kind of presses against them. It's just, But anyways. Okay. I think I'm ready. I was giving myself massages earlier and I am just so tense, but you know what? We have to start. All right, let's assert our right. A summation examination. Our last possible option. Do we assert our right to carry it out or admit defeat? Assert our right. He still looks so... The defense wishes to assert its right to a summation examination, my lord.
Objection!
Shut up.
London is the capital city of the most powerful nation on earth. We have a duty to the world to exemplify the very highest standards of judicial procedure. Summation examinations are an embarrassment that should be buried.
Objection!
His objection is so polite. Objection. But if it's our right, it's our right. I believe it could prove vital in this trial.
The defense's petition is perfectly valid. The court will proceed with the summation examination. This is madness. Foreman, are you and the remainder of the jury ready?
Wait. I have to remember everything that I did for each character. For him, it was like...
Well, I'm not, there was no mention of this in the letter I received, you see, so...
All members of the jury will be asked to explain on what grounds they have reached a decision.
On what grounds?
You must all justify your decisions and explain why you believe the defendant to be guilty.
Well, my lord, you're rather putting us on the spot.
Come on, man.
This is most irregular. No mention was made of this before.
You know, I can't remember his voice. I'm just gonna do the
Yeah, I'm gonna do the
Yeah,
Phineas
just do
Filch
it.
voice. I'm just gonna do it. I really don't hold with all this justifying luck.
That seems to have thrown the jurors off.
It seems none of them have experienced this before.
All right then, the summation examination. A defense procedure no practicing lawyer has attempted for years, is it? Well, just maybe. It might be the opportunity we've been looking for to turn this trial around. A turnabout, you might say.
So be it then, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. The court hereby calls upon you to state the grounds on which you find the defendant Magnus McGilded guilty of this most serious crime.
All right. So how is this gonna work? The jurors' contentions.
There was no one else inside the carriage at the time, so it has to have been him.
I trust the driver. He has an excellent memory, it seems, for passengers with fares totaling 20 pence.
He stuck the chap next to him just like this. Brazen, I must say. Absolutely brazen.
I have simply typed and collated. I have simply typed and collated all the statements made thus far and drawn the logical conclusion.
You can trust the guild. Fair fills our motto. We haven't raised our prices above 4 pence in 4 years.
The scoundrel! Stabbing that poor man on the floor. It beggars belief.
I'm starting to wish I hadn't pushed for this now.
Some of the jurors don't seem to have wonderfully formed arguments, though, do they?
Well, let's see what we can do. We need to get these 6 people to change their minds. I'll have to throw everything I can at them and use some very persuasive language.
Just a moment, Mr. Naruhodo.
What's in your wonderful little book?
According to my book, that's not quite how it works.
Oh? I thought I was going to have to thaw their icy minds with some heartwarming rhetoric about the defendant.
Unfortunately, once the jurors have decided the defendant is guilty, they're unlikely to heed anything the defense says.
But then...
They've reached their conclusions by their own reasoning, you see. Your pleas will sound like excuses. We have to go and hold a knife up to Mr. Van Zeeks and get him to convince them. In fact, it could recoil on you. The more you try to persuade them, the more entrenched they may become.
Then what on earth am I supposed to do?
dear. I'm just citing what I've read about British law, Mr. Naruhodo.
Right, I'm sorry. Do you have any idea how to make this work then?
Well, from what I can understand,
Yes,
the only solution is to kill the prosecution.
does it really say that?
It does, just trust me. The key to this procedure is using the jurors' own words to make your arguments.
What do you mean?
Well, the 6 members of the jury are randomly selected members of the public. They may appear to present a united front, but the truth is, they are complete strangers who just happen to find themselves here in the courtroom together.
And that's the way to break them down, you mean? New moves unlocked. Sasata slash, Sasata stab.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, sorry. The donut fan annoying, you followed a few minutes ago and I forgot to say, welcome. So welcome.
We must listen very carefully to what each member of the jury says, and see if we can identify any contradictory statements. If we can, we then contrast the statements and pit the corresponding jurors against each other.
I see. So it's contradictions in what 2 or more jurors say that we're looking for. In a way, then, this is similar to a regular cross-examination.
Oh, yes, I suppose you're right.
Okay. Make the jurors fight. Find contradictions in their statements and pit the jurors against one another to break them down. All right, I might be able to pull this off. No, that's not right. Oh, there we go. No, it was okay, so it's more like a no, that's not right. I have to pull this off. He did a double slap that time.
Again, we start proceedings, counsel. I would ask you to take the stand for this. I'm expecting a clear and concise rebuttal.
Yes, my lord. Oh, he's standing. Okay. Okay, so he's standing at the witness stand now. Interesting, interesting. Okay, there was no one inside the carriage. There was no one else inside the carriage at the time, so it has to have been him. Trust the driver. It's an excellent memory, it seems. 4 passengers with fares totaling 20 pence. Oh, we can press these. Okay. Why does she know about the fares? But does his ability to recall his takings that night really tell us how trustworthy the man is?
I manage all his lordship's cash affairs, so I'm very particular when it comes to accounts.
I see.
A single penny can mean the difference between life and death, after all, can't it?
That's a saying in your country?
My point is, a man who minds his figures is a man you can trust. Those of us in service would swear to that, sir.
Does that bench really need any more polishing?
So if the good driver says that he saw Mr. McGilded in the act, I don't doubt him. The only task left to do today is disposing of the rubbish.
Ah, no, wait a minute. One of the other jurors mentioned something about money, I think.
Now would be a very good time to listen carefully to the jurors' statements again, Mr. Naruhodo. If you notice an inconsistency in what 2 different jurors are saying,
I should expose it by pitting them against each other. Yes, let's see if I can do just that. Okay.
stuck the chip next to him just like this. Brazen.
Okay. What did you say? Fair fares is our motto. I haven't raised prices above 4 How much is 4 pence? Wait, hold on.
Just what it says, it's 4.
Okay. So 4 times 4 is not 20.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
pit.
Oh, this is kind of fun. Okay, wait, hold on. Yeah.
So you select one.
Huh?
There you go.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Those two statements clearly contradict each other. Pence is pennies. Oh, okay. I see.
They do. Explain yourself, counsel.
Me? Oh dear, what have I said?
I swear on the Silver Blaze's main and name, I haven't the first idea what you're talking about.
I like how this guy is he's a little bit rodeo. Just a little bit. I haven't the first idea what you're talking about, partner. Just a little bit. According to the group testimony we've heard so far, I also like this pacing. This is very fun. This is cute. He's cute. I like Rio. He's cute. Oh, wait. Oh, he's wearing the sword. Oh. Oh, and the sword is the headband. Oh, no. Okay. There were 4 passengers on the omnibus in the night in question. And according to the coachman, Mr. Beppo, he took 20 pence in fares. Quite right. I have those precise details typed neatly here in front of me. And juror number 5 also told us the following. The fare for the omnibus is always 4 pence.
But it is a fair and convenient single price, just the way London's carriages should be operated.
But that doesn't add up at all. In fact, it leaves a glaring discrepancy in the facts.
Why, man, why?
4 passengers paying 4 pence each. If you do the multiplication...
Ah! It would be 16 pence.
Exactly. As I said, it doesn't add up. The figures are different. Is Beppo lying about how many people were on there? Was it Beppo? Please don't let it be Beppo. By 4 pence, in fact, or precisely 1 person's fare. He is putting his hand on Karuma like Asugi used to. Ow. Crying.
1 person's fare.
He did the slam just like Asugi! I'm gonna kill you.
Just like a Sogi.
Just like Asugi. Stop. Every time I'm like, yeah, I've accepted his death. Every time I've accepted it, this bitch does something else. Yes. In other words, the omnibus that night, it's distinctly possible there was another passenger we've heard nothing about.
Good gracious.
Duskbug, welcome. Yeah, Ryu, I like him.
This can't be right. The coachmen of the guild are good, honest men, one and all. Trustworthiness is our watchword.
Don't say it was Beppo. The figures your coachman claims most certainly do not add up. Your watchword, good sir, is a fallacy.
I beg your pardon?
Fight, fight, fight! Mr. Guildmaster, I think you ought to consider I think you ought to consider that if this trial were to end now, the news will surely spread all over London. The news that one of your coachmen tried to hide the fact that he lets nefarious characters ride his omnibus.
Alright then, that'll make it so this miserable trial doesn't end,
Jury alert, the girls are fighting!
Well, according to my book here, you simply launch a ball of fire onto the into the prosecution. I mean, the innocent set of scales.
Now hold your horses there, coachman. We were all in agreement. Why do you have...
Wait till I get my hands on you, Beppo.
Not Beppo!
Arg! This is all very irritating.
Begging your pardon, sir, I'm going to do the same.
No, Beppo. Okay, okay.
For the love of Mike, not you two as well.
A penny can be the difference between a smile and a tear, after all. I certainly can't put my trust in someone who doesn't follow my exacting standards in financial matters.
Oh, really?
I, for one, think it's only proper we hear from the witnesses again.
Oh, she's cute.
Oh, well done, Mr. Naruhodo. You did it! If we can manage to change 2 more jurors' minds, we can force the trial to continue.
2 more. Actually, there is something else that's bothering me about a couple of their assertions.
That's where you must strike next.
So I need to pit 2 more jurors against each other and show there's another contradiction in their assertions.
So at this point in time, as your judicial assistant, I'm going to ask you to look at your court record.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Susato.
We have a lot of stuff that was added and we have not examined any of it yet.
We have not. You're so right. Okay. Thrice fired mason. Age 54. Occupation brickmaker. Time and cause of death, 15th of February, 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. Stabbed once in the abdomen with a knife whilst journeying in an omnibus. Died due to internal hemorrhaging resulting from the trauma. My headphone keeps breaking. Keeps breaking apart.
3 rice mason.
3
In the fan translation, his name is like Brick Mortar.
That's funny. Okay. Alright. Crime scene photograph. Okay, there's a button missing here. I feel like that's important for something, maybe. Is there something out here? Probably not. Okay. Defendant's leather gloves. The leather gloves the defendant was wearing at the time of the incident. There is a bloodstain on the right glove. Okay. This is definitely blood, isn't it? Not the most pleasant sight to be confronted with on our first day in London.
Well, nothing will come of grumbling now. So suck it the fuck up.
No. By the way, is Mr. McGilded right-handed?
Yes, I believe so. He was toying with a coin in his right hand a little earlier.
Ah, pity. If only he'd been left-handed.
I think blood on either glove would be fairly incriminating, really.
Okay. Alright. The omnibus. Oh yeah, the actual crime scene. Wow. Okay. Okay. Let's get inside. Open the door. Okay.
Well,
Okay.
let's open the door and go inside, shall we?
Ugh. The scene of a murder. It's horrible. Okay. Whoa, we are inside.
We're inside.
Whoa, we're inside. Okay. Just like Bo Burnham. Whoa. That's blood that's soaked into the seat. The victim's, obviously.
Yes, and that seat would be clearly visible from the roof deck.
Would you really stab somebody in full view of the other passengers like that, I wonder?
Well, it was after dark. And there was a lamp on in here, so perhaps the culprit couldn't see anything outside through the skylight.
Whichever way you look at it, it doesn't seem like it was a planned attack. Okay. Wasn't planned. Alright, what does this narrative say? Ah, that's a poster for the great exhibition that's due to start 6 months from now. There's a lot of focus being drawn to the Crystal Tower, the centerpiece of the whole exposition. Oh, the Crystal Tower. It's under construction It's under construction already, I believe. People all over London must be fizzing with excitement at the prospect of such a grand event. Okay. You guys are saying a whole lot of nothing. What was that? Okay, seats. More seats. This seat looks reasonably soft, but it's actually rather hard when you sit on it. Did he just walk into the crime scene and go like, like he's at fucking IKEA, picking out a couch? And only just wide enough for 2 gentlemen to sit side by side, really.
Of course, an English gentlewoman would be dressed in such finery. It would be quite impossible for her to climb up to the roof deck, so she would have to be seated in here.
A woman in a kimono would have the same problem. Women's clothes are very impractical, aren't they? You said it, Ryu. You said it! You said it, Ryu. My man. My man. This seat has a handle, it seems. Okay. What's in here, then? Let's take a cheeky little peek. This looks like all sorts of equipment that might be needed to keep the omnibus running.
Feeding tubs, tools to repair wheels, blankets, horseshoeing tools. So it's a storage compartment for the coachman to keep his things, it seems.
There doesn't seem to be any space for passengers to stow their luggage, that's for sure.
Well, I don't imagine it would be very convenient for that purpose anyway.
Okay. Come on, guys. Oh, there's gonna be... Okay.
I think you can leave and examine the rest of the outside of the bus as well.
Okay.
What does that say?
What? Huh? Oh my god! And I can't even examine it! This is... This is how Phoenix Wright becomes a family name. Wow. Wow. Look at that.
His ancestor was actually this omnibus.
That's why he can't fucking die. Because he's a fucking carriage. Amazing. London 5th Avenue. Okay. You know what? Okay, there we go. Her good friend A's. You can certainly see inside the carriage through this opening, that's for sure.
Yes, and there's a lamp in the enclosed cabin. So I'm sure the witnesses would have been able to see quite clearly.
That's not good for us. Okay.
I think we're good for now. I think we'll have an opportunity to look at this later.
I thought I was supposed to find something. Okay, never mind. Let's look at other things.
Well, I was just telling you to examine the evidence.
Right, okay. And I was examining it. I sure was. Okay. An ornate letter M. Undeniably Mr. Magnus McGilded's initial.
And it's beautifully gilded, too. It must be very valuable, I should think.
Ah!
What is it?
Look at this M. If you turn it upside down, it becomes a W. This could change everything!
A W?
Yes, this is one of those, turnabout cases. I'm sure of it.
I'm afraid I don't know at all. But what I am sure of is that this is an M.
Oh. Well, that idea was quickly squashed. For Wumbo. Okay. Little. Alright. Okay, a large-ish knife. that was found lodged in the victim's abdomen. Its quality and fancy ornamentation suggests it might be quite valuable. Okay. Debtor's ledger. Okay, this is probably what we were supposed to look at. Okay, owed 20 guineas. Can I open it, please? This portfolio must contain all sorts of secrets of London's gentry.
Oh dear. Do you really think we ought to look inside?
There's more on the knife? God damn it. Okay, I'll go back to the knife. Well, it's not as though we know any of London's gentry personally, is it? Apart from our great detective friend, perhaps. I miss him so bad. Actually,
You miss Herlock?
yes! Why wouldn't I?
Because the picture on your fucking overlay.
Listen.
I'm listening.
I much like Edgeworth shouting objection, I had hoped I would come up with something in the moment. I did not. Okay. Well.
I assure you, we will not find Mr. Sholmes's name inside.
Susanna's like, I stan him. I know he doesn't owe anything.
Yeah. And you know, like, maybe I want to be a little bit annoyed in a fun way. And not in a racism way, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe I miss being jump scared. It's still kind of the spooky month. My headphone keeps fucking breaking. Ugh, keeps falling apart. Why do you do this?
I like Herlock because I kid him, because the more I learn about him, I'm like, this is exactly how I am in real life, and it's infuriating and I hate it.
I can't wait to get to whatever fucking case 5 you're on.
Yeah.
Whatever goes on in there.
There's so much Herlock in case 5.
Yes. If I can't have a Sugi, at least let me have Herlock. If I cannot fly, let me sing. All right, let's see what we find.
Gosh, it's crammed full of gentlemen's names, isn't it?
Well, I suppose they're probably not all gentlemen at all, are they? After all, not everyone in this country is well off.
Ah, goodness!
What is it?
Look at this! Do you see the name here?
Bruce Fairplay. Should that mean something to me? It does sound strangely familiar, actually. That's not an off.
No way.
No, I know. Why?
Bruce Fairplay, the witness testifying at this very moment.
Oh, yes, of course. The banker. Why is his name in here? Ah, he borrowed 20 guineas, did he? And look, the repayment date is fast approaching.
It's possible that this is just a coincidence, of course, but this could be very useful information.
All right, the details of debtor's ledger have been updated in the court record. All right, okay, I guess that's all. All right, Kate, back to the knife. The knife. Oh, right there, okay.
That part is the sheath, isn't it? Are you all right, Mr. Naruhodo?
Oh, sorry. Yes, I just really don't like blades. You're holding one.
Oh. Those don't seem like the words... Those don't seem like the words of a man with a large katana slung from his waist.
Aww.
Uh-huh. Yep.
This game fucking sucks. This is bad. I'm having a bad time now. That's not a blade. That's Kazuma's soul. Anyway, there's no sense in delaying it. Let's see what the blade looks like. It looks like it's got wine on it.
It was Van Seeks. We got him.
We got him, this motherfucker. Yeah, I'm shaking, crying, vomiting right now. It's not a blade. It's Cosmo's soul. He said that so matter-of-factly, too. Like, man marries sword. Shut up, Brad. Ugh, that looks a lot like blood.
It surely is blood, the victim's.
Ugh. An Englishman's blood looks a lot like a Japanese man's blood.
We all bleed red, Naruhodo-san. Did you think it wouldn't?
Sorry, it's just that we've only just arrived here in Great Britain.
I don't think that justifies anything.
No, I'm finding it a little hard to adjust, like, Did you think-
Like, that doesn't excuse what you were thinking, Naruhodo.
British people are aliens, I guess. I'm finding it a little hard to adjust.
Yes, I do understand.
Okay. Oh, so that's why. Okay, so I was supposed to look at the ledger, but I couldn't miss the line at the blade. Okay, I see. All right, what did you say before this, Mr. Sato? Oh shit! Never mind. Okay, whatever.
Exactly! You can do it!
She's just encouraging you or congratulating you on making them fight.
What?
Well, the scales of justice have shifted, but they still weigh heavy on the side of guilt. Counsel, you have the floor again. Continue with your examination.
All right. Brazen. Okay. And drawn the logical conclusion. Beppo! Stabbing that poor man on the floor.
Dead.
Fight, base juror number 3. Those two statements are completely contradictory.
Or, explain, counsel, post haste.
Bitches saying post haste. You'll never be Miles Edgeworth.
Oh, dearie me, I was only knitting a jumper for my other half. Oh, knife. What's all this claptrap? What does contradictory even mean, I ask you?
We've heard from more than one witness that they allegedly saw the actual moment when the defendant stabbed the victim. Now, out of curiosity, based juror number 3.
What? Can't you see I'm busy here?
How would you say the defendant stabbed the victim? What sort of motion was it?
Ha! Wanna test me, do you? It was like this! Stuck the fellow next to him without even getting up. Just like the prim banker said.
Yes, that was Mr. Fairplay's testimony, quite true.
Now then, juror number 6.
Oh, is that me, is it? What can I do for you, young man?
Sorry, she said, what can I do you for?
What can I do you for, young man?
How would you say the defendant stabbed the victim, madam?
Oh, well, dear, as far as I understand it, it was like this. He stabbed the poor man after he'd collapsed on the floor. The coachman said so.
Now don't move! Take a look at these two jurors. He struck the fellow next to him without even getting up. And he stabbed the poor man after he'd collapsed on the floor.
Well, I never. They're stabbing in totally different directions.
What? Bless my stitches. What a muddle.
What this tells us is that there's a strong possibility one of the witnesses isn't telling the truth.
Oh! But why? Why the dickens would they lie?
I don't know that yet, But what I do know is that if the trial ends at this point, we may never find out. We may never know the real truth. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, can you really let that happen in all good conscience?
Nice, you say. Oh, dearie me. I can't abide people telling lies.
Aha.
The scales.
I don't believe it.
Look at you. Who's holding it? Okay.
Wait!
Oh, it was you. You did it.
Mr. Brr, you did it. Now hear this, my fellow jurors. I warn you, you cannot listen to this man. Look at him in his black suit. He's
Okay. Great.
clearly some devious Eastern sorcerer using magic on us all.
Alright, you're guilty. If I could use magic, do you really think I'd be putting myself through all this? If I could use magic, would I not just resurrect my best friend? Bitch! Dark Jinx, what the fuck? Okay.
Answer me this, Dark Jinx.
Huh? Me?
What exactly is the problem? What of it if two witnesses have slightly different recollections of events?
What of it?
Let's say the man did stab the victim as he was sat next to him in the omnibus. And this young dandy saw him do it.
Cringe juror number 1. No, for sure.
I forgot that. I didn't realize that juror number 1 also said that.
Yeah. And he says it again. He says it more than Van Zieks.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck you, juror number 1. I'm putting you in jail.
And now let's say the victim collapsed on the floor, and then he stabbed him again. And this old lady saw him do it. Well, what's to say it didn't happen like that, hmm?
Who you calling a dandy, sir? Why, you ought to take this knife to you. Who are you calling old? Why, I should take this needle to you.
Ugh. They're ready to kill each other now. Fight! 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 Kazuma wouldn't stand for this. No one's hair post-trial would be safe. So true. But could the foreman of the jury be right? Did the two witnesses see two different moments of the same crime? I guess it could be possible. I'm gonna well, no, but he was...
Did the two witnesses see two different moments of the same crime?
This is where he ended up. So I'm gonna say no.
So think about it, right? The jurors are claiming that the witnesses are saying that one saw him being stabbed in one way and the other was being stabbed the other way. We know those statements are contradicting each other, yeah?
Yeah.
So then again, I ask you, is it possible that the witnesses are claiming to have witnessed two different moments of the crime? Go over your evidence again.
Okay. There were passengers both inside the carriage and on the roof deck. Okay. Internal hemorrhaging as a result of a single stab wound. All right. Out of the question. Unfortunately, Mr. Foreman.
What is it, you Dark Jinx? Come on, out with it.
What you're suggesting is impossible. It's out of the question.
What? What are you talking about, man? How can you possibly say that? You do realize that I'm only doing my job. As foreman of the jury, I have a responsibility to steer everyone in the right direction. So where's your evidence, man? That's what we want to see. I say the two witnesses saw two different moments of the same crime. If you say that's out of the question, show me some proof.
It looks like the only way I'm going to convince him is to present him with something he can't dismiss. Some irrefutable, hard evidence. As you wish.
What?
I'll give you the proof. It's out of the question that the two witnesses saw two different moments of the same crime, as proven by the autopsy report. This is the victim's autopsy report. According to what's written here, Mr. Mason was stabbed in the abdomen. Only once.
Eh? Only once?
It's quite simple. The victim was stabbed precisely one time. Which means these witnesses can't possibly have seen it happen two different times.
Oh, grr, hug. Alright, I concede defeat.
Nice, nice. There we go. Wait, that means 4 jurors are now leaning to not guilty.
We've done it, Mr. Naruhodo. We've
Won!
We won! We've won! We did it! We did it! We did it! Yeah! Da-da-da-da. We did it! Da-da-da-da-da-da.
What are you playing at, you dandy fool?
Shut your trap, sir! No one deceives me!
But we've had a consensus.
I said shut your trap! I know a liar when I see one. And if the chap ever dares cross the threshold of my shop, I'll take this razor-sharp blade and shave every last hair off his head. Sorry. I'll take this razor-sharp blade and shave every hair off his head.
He's so gross.
I don't know why they made this sprite.
No.
God.
Please tell me he's a barber.
Well, yeah, quite remarkable turn of events. In a defense examination, examination has flipped the balance of the scales of justice.
Go back to Barack. I want to see him. I want to see him shit himself.
The jurors now stand at 2 for guilty and 4 for not guilty. Accordingly, there's no longer a large enough majority among the jury for me to adjudicate, and the trial must continue.
Based juror number 3 can be a little gross as a treat.
I hereby ask defense, prosecution, and witnesses to return to their places. Get back over there, you sons of bitches! I call upon all of you to continue to pursue the truth.
Alright. So we then just continue with the trial as normal then.
Yes.
Okay.
So, Lord Dix, continue to substantiate the case for the prosecution, if you please.
Go ahead. Shit yourself. I'm waiting. Are you not gonna drink any? Sick. You did.
You did all of that, and for what?
You didn't even drink it. You didn't even drink it.
He did all that. For what?
For what? Why is your glove made of, is that a rubber glove? At least fucking drink it, you asshole. If your bottle of wine has the Grim Reaper on it with 2 scythes, you are legally required to drink that goddamn wine. Okay, fine. 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 Okay, hallowed chalice. Well, it's fucking hallowed shards now. Why does he have to
Having
be fine?
savored the rich aroma of the carmine contents of this hollow chalice,
The reason he got that face scar was because he broke his glass once and the glass shards went into his face. Hope it happens again.
It may seem crass to crush it to dust. Pray forgive the discourtesy. The Lord Van Zakes!
Is it cold in here or is it just me?
As your antiquated tome no doubt says, the prosecution may not speak during a summation examination.
Finally, way to get you to shut the fuck up.
So I honored a deathly silence and listened to the charade. It seems I overestimated the intelligence of the jury. Well, no matter. There's nothing so hard to prove as a self-evident truth, it would seem. No. Then why else would we grace the courtroom with our presence after all? So, let us proceed to the next round of battle. I'll just take off my coat, bring forth the witnesses once more.
Where'd that go? Where'd that go, King? Alright. The tiniest.
Witnesses! I trust you heard the summation examination we have just had to endure.
Oh, yes, sir. That I did, sir.
Yeah, I know.
That's not a knife, this is a knife. Of course I heard it.
Oh, yes, sir, I heard it. My captains.
Yes, I'm the coachman. I believe it's Beppo.
Yes, sir. My lord, sir.
If it transpires that in your previous testimony, you were attempting to veil the presence of a fifth passenger on the omnibus, you will be found guilty of perjury. You are advised to bear that in mind, sir.
Oh mio Dio.
Oh, so, okay, that's why people say Beppo's Italian. I see, I understand.
Oh mio Dio.
And now then, witnesses, I hereby call on you to testify before the court again. You will explain the various misgivings brought to our attention by the defense's summation examination.
Never apologize for... Alright, various misgivings.
I only carried 4 passengers that night. I swear it. But, Well, I for one was told I had to pay 5 pence for the bus.
He fiddled us on the fare, he did, and then I saw that blood-curdling sign as well. It's all too much. My captains.
No, wait. I'll tell you, I saw McGilded stabbing that man. Everything I said before stands. Yes, he stabbed him. Yes, he did. I think so, yes.
Counsel, make sense of this for me, please. The phantom fifth passenger conjured into existence by my learned Eastern friend never existed. The confusion has arisen from the coachman's sly little cousinage? Cousinage?
Maybe cousinage sounds right.
Mappo, explain yourself.
I'm terribly sorry, Guildmaster.
The guild's fare is 4 pence across the board. You know that. I might understand that you've been overcharging our passengers by a penny a fare.
Oh, but he was talking about how he doesn't make enough money. Oh, Beppo. Oh, no. Oh, Beppo. I feel Asugi would have wanted us to help this guy. Asugi would have wanted us to help Beppo.
It's so cold, and the last run of the day is always half empty.
I love how Beppo is the one character we've decided to uplift.
A summons to the workers, okay?
You have been dishonest, coachman.
Sorry.
You're a disgrace, Beppo. A disgrace.
I'm gonna kill you, juror number 5.
And your selfless actions have brought upon dishonor on the entire guild.
If I may, sir, I had to pay 10 pence on the bus just last week.
What?
4 passengers. 4 passengers at 5 pence each is, yes, 20 pence. I've done the arithmetic 10 times already, but I just can't make the result come out differently.
No, that figures.
Me trying to make my 5th graders multiply.
Well, it would appear that one of the aforementioned misgivings has already been explained. So, counsel for the defense, your cross-examination, if you please. We've already had the pleasure of a protracted simulation examination today. I see you intend to continue the parlor games.
Absolutely. But I'm also suddenly very nervous about it. The Chad Beppo versus the Virgin Magnificent Gilded. Okay, okay. I for one was told I had to pay 5 pence for the bus. He fiddled us on the ferry, did. And I saw that blood curdling side as well. I think I said before stance. He stabbed him, yes he did, I think so. Why do you think so?
Hold it!
Earlier, you testified that you saw the moment when the defendant allegedly stabbed the victim, didn't you?
Oh, yes, that's right.
You said that the victim was on... You said that the victim was on the floor, and described the assailant holding the knife as an ice pick grip. He's so cold.
I suppose I might have, you know, yes, put the cart before the horse, maybe.
What's this?
Well, I'm quite sure about most of it. I was driving the horses when I heard a scream from the seats on the roof deck.
Oh, I expect that was me, sir.
Then when I turned around, yes, I saw it through the skylight. The gentleman was on the floor, and the knife was sticking out of his midriff. That's right, yes, and the fellow holding the handle was the famous man, yes.
So, in short, you didn't see the moment when the victim was actually stabbed at all. He looks so downtrodden.
I really thought that I did, but when I go over it again in my head, no, I suppose I didn't actually see the precise moment of his stabbing, did I?
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Excuse me. Do you have something to say about that, Mr. Fairplay?
Now you listen to me. I know what you're thinking. He didn't really see the exact moment the fellow was stabbed. What are the chances of that? Eh?
Are you asking me or telling me? He's getting flustered. I might be able to extract some new information from him if I can answer him cleverly. Could he have just happened to see the exact moment the crime was committed? Some days are like... Okay. Could he have just happened to see the exact moment the crime was committed? Are we talking about Beppo or fair play?
A fair play.
Could he have just happened
Oh wait, hold on. Well, because this was on Beppo speaking.
It's on Beppo, but we... Oh, no, because Beppo said that he didn't actually see. Okay. So I guess it has to be fair play. Some days are like that is very good. I'm going to chance it, and I'm saying no chance. No chance. Well, it is a little hard to believe, certainly. Unless you spend your time peeping through a skylight on top of an omnibus, that is.
Peeping? I'm a respectable city banker, or city banker, I'll have you know. And I know what I saw. I remember it as clear as a Ballarat day. It was a grim scene, I don't mind telling you.
Thank you, Mr. Fairplay.
Oh, excuse me if I was getting a little hot under the collar there, my lord.
I would ask you to supplement your testimony with a clear statement about what exactly you saw.
Oh, I can do that alright. I'll tell you just how grim it was. Do you think I'd forget the sight of those blood-soaked hands after the butcher stabbed the man?
Alright, he was wearing gloves.
Objection.
Blood-soaked hands.
Well, I admit that soaked might be laying it on a little thick, but anyway, there was definitely blood all over him. Both of them were covered in it.
Well, I'm very sorry to disagree, Mr. Fairplay, but that's more than a little peculiar. I love this. It's... I love you. You're my little guy. Fuck.
What?
Here are the gloves worn by the defendant, Mr. McGilded, on the night in question.
Oh, yes, right.
And there certainly does appear to be a sizable dark-colored stain there. But as I'm sure you can clearly see, it's only on the right-hand glove.
Dark!
Ew. Is it? Ew, chewing noise. Ew. Ew. In short, Mr. Fairplay, your testimony is inconsistent.
Yeah! But, no! That can't be right!
So you're the liar here then?
Get him, Granny.
Get him. Stab him with that. Yeah, get him, base juror number 3.
That's right, you were quite clear about it. You said it was both hands.
Gah!
Mr. Fairplay, if your last statement was a lie, it calls your entire testimony into question. You say you saw the moment the victim was stabbed, but is that really the truth?
Objection.
Oh, shut it.
It was a simple mistake. You can't justify accusing this man of lying. Yes, it was in both hands. It was only one. But the fact remains. The victim's blood was on the accused.
Objection.
You know.
No, Mr. Fairplay categorically stated that he saw blood all over both hands. Which means there's a strong possibility that this witness was deliberately trying to mislead the court.
Gog! Why? I'm a city banker, for pity's sake. My word should be for God. gold standard. I'm a gentleman, not some gutter snipe. Upstanding members of society don't prevaricate.
He's claiming to have no reason to lie. But is that really the case?
Mr. Naruhodo, if we had some evidence to explain why Mr. Fairplay might be lying, it could turn the tide in this trial completely.
Something to show this man has a compelling reason to lie in his testimony. I have it! I have it because Jet told me to look at it. Thank you.
And Susato said just now too.
She did, yeah, so I would have been prompted to go look at the call record. My lord.
Yes, counsel.
The defense is ready to present evidence.
By Jove! Are you sure?
Yes. Evidence that will clearly demonstrate why Mr. Fairplay had reason to lie in his testimony.
Gag!
Very well. I hereby call on the defense to present his evidence. Evidence that demonstrates a motive for the witness's alleged deception of the court.
Take that!
This is a list of the debtors who owe money to Mr. McGilded.
Yes, a list of innocent victims crippled by the accuser's extortion.
The point is, among the names of these debtors is your name, Mr. Bruce Fairplay.
What? Mr. Fairplay, are you currently indebted financially to the accused?
No. Oh, well, it's barely worth being called a debt.
According to this, oh, that's so cute. The little, I love you. Oh my God, I literally love you. According to this ledger, you owe 20 guineas. Not an inconsiderable sum of money, wouldn't you say?
Well, what of it?
Let's suppose Mr. McGilded were to be found guilty of murder. What would become of your debt in that case?
These documents state that the loan agreement is forged between two individual parties. Therefore, with the creditor, the defendant here, to be sentenced to capital punishment, all outstanding debts which were owed to him would be annulled. They would cease to exist.
Cease to exist?
Mr. Fairplay, is it not the case that you claimed in your testimony to have seen something you never in fact saw, in a devious attempt to annul your debt of 20 guineas to the defendant?
Order, Mr. Bruce Fairplay.
Yes, my lord.
Let me ask you again. And be aware that your answer may have most serious implications upon your future, sir. Did you, or did you not, see the precise moment in time at which the defendant is alleged to have thrust a knife into the victim?
He's not okay. Your silence speaks volumes. You did not tell the truth in your testimony.
All right. Now let's not make a melodrama out of this. Perhaps I did overstate the truth a pinch.
A pinch?
But it makes no difference. I definitely remember seeing blood on McGilded's hands. Both of them.
Objection!
Real eyes see real lies. What does that mean, Avi? Real eyes see real lies. And yet, Only one of the defendant's gloves, which we have here as evidence, is stained.
So you keep saying.
Oh, Beppo.
What?
And Beppo's face, with his shocked face, is cute.
No. Go back to Bippo.
I wonder if I might be allowed to speak, sir.
It's scrawled onto one of the walls of a study building I go to sometimes. Realize, you realize.
That's just Apollo and Juicy.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Mr. First.
They're committing vandalism. Acts of vandalism.
Well, the thing is, I think I remember seeing it myself, as it happens, because I do make hats for chains.
Seeing what? And yes, you do make hats for gens.
The blood, sir, on the assailant's hands. I think... yes. I'm almost sure that it was on both of his hands, not just one.
What? What? He's fucking dead.
It would appear that we're going to need further testimony from all you witnesses. This time, I would like to know precisely what you did and what you did not see. Do I make myself perfectly clear?
Mr. Naruhodo, this is good news. The course of the trial seems to have shifted slightly at last.
Yes! I might finally have a chance to turn things around here. Alright. Oh, I think it's actually realize. A very good tongue twister.
Asugi wouldn't be able to do it.
He couldn't say tongue twisters. He's everywhere.
Realize.
I love like Ryu sitting him down at a table and be like, okay. Real eyes.
Realize.
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 Asugi, you can't even say the word realize because he's too in his head about it.
Yeah, he's like reading ahead.
Yeah. Like, Ryu's like, realize, and Asugi's like, realize, fuck!
Yes, I know, we've said this word already, numerous times already.
I fucking love them. Okay,
There was blood on both hands of the assailant. I sincerely and distinctly remember that. However, I suppose you might say that I didn't see the exact moment the stabbing transpired, if that matters.
I remember seeing the knife, and I remember seeing both of the attacker's hands with blood on them.
I didn't actually see anything myself. No, not until I heard that scream.
Anyway, the fact remains, there can't have been anyone else inside that carriage, or we all would have seen.
Well, lo and behold. In truth of fact, not one of you was witness to the crucial moment the crime was perpetrated.
I apologize, my lord, but honestly, there was no one else inside that carriage, and the man's hands were covered in blood.
like, why are you putting shit in your mouth? This is like when you're at the dentist and they ask you how your day was. That's really not what testimony is about.
Let us examine the interior of the omnibus once more.
The omnibuns?
Yeah, I'm hungry, okay? It's been a long day.
Yes, well, day drinking without eating will do that to you.
The victim's fresh blood is clearly visible on the seat, corroborating the witness's accounts. In other words, there's no substantial, no significant change in the facts of the case. Very well, your cross-examination, please, counsel.
Yes, my lord. Alright. Okay, there was blood on both hands of the assailant. I sincerely distinctly remember that. However, I suppose you might say that I didn't see exactly this stabbing. Okay. I remember seeing both of the attacker's hands with blood on them. Didn't actually see anything myself, not until I heard that scream. Okay. There's like a tickle in my throat.
Hold it!
And everything you saw of the incident was through the skylight on the roof of the omnibus.
That's right. It was fiercely cold that night, but the glass wasn't frosted over.
Oh, yes, I remember I was shivering. It was so bitter.
Which rather begs the question of why the pair of you were sitting on the roof deck in the first place. Idiots.
So
Dumbasses.
So true.
Well, I don't know about this young fella, but I couldn't enter the cabin.
Oh? Why not?
It was locked from the inside. I tried knocking, but no one opened the door.
Pray forgive the discourtesy, but I would like to offer my learned friends some pills that have the capability of enlarging one's penis. What?
I have no idea.
Hey.
What?
Hey, can we get a little context?
No?
What? No? Sick.
Great. I thought that was going to, like, after I said it, I thought it was going to lead to, like, an explanation.
Van Zeek's guy who clicks on scam emails representation. Awesome. Van Zeek's
Great.
door-to-door Viagra salesman. Apollo ancestor.
God, don't! Ah!
Pray, forgive the discourtesy, but I would like to offer my learned friend some pills that have the capability of enlarging one's Don't close the door, please!
Oh my god. He was already selling solar energy panels.
Yeah.
And now and then he was doing car insurance, and now this.
Now this. What has it all come to, Apollo? That was the last straw, and then he went to... Then he went to the
Yeah.
rating agency.
He was like, I told myself I would never come here. This would be my last resort.
It literally
Grace.
was his last resort. Sorry, Grace. Why is it every time I see you drink, the glass gets bigger? Because I was drinking tea, but it's like pretty much done. And now I have my jug. I have my jug. It's my jug. It's my jug. It's my jug. It's my jug. Oh, it's my jug. Just spilled water all over myself. Okay.
Hey, I'd say we've been making good progress so far.
Actually, we have. We've been making pretty good progress. Okay. Just call it, it's my jug. It's my jug. Okay, sorry, what was being said? I got distracted by Van Zeek's Viagra salesman. Okay, couldn't enter the cabin. Okay, couldn't enter the cabin. It was locked?
That's right, and it's a public bus service for pity's sake. That's not what I call fair play.
Yes, I had exactly the same experience. I tried knocking, but the gent inside just gestured at me to clear off. So I had no choice but to climb up to the roof deck and look down longingly into the warm cabin below. Couldn't fit my hands for gents.
Well, I can assure you I wasn't just looking down. I was glaring long and hard. Just like what would happen if you would take that there pill, young man. You'd be glaring down at something long and hard.
This is like when we were up until 5 a.m.
Oh my
just saying random fucking
Looking at the video of a perfect duck.
of a perfect duck and then speaking about impregnating Miles Edgeworth.
That for legal purposes, that's a joke. It's a joke.
But for legal
joke.
purposes, it was a joke. Please.
It's a
Please.
joke. It's a joke.
It was to get custody over Taka, I swear.
God. Because I was doing overtime for a show at 5 a.m., which I shouldn't have been doing, shouldn't have had to do. And Jet had to do 5 a.m. shit for the show. You're telling me a gingerbread man. Okay.
And so Tony was like, hey, look at this duck. And I'm like, wow, I love birds. And Tony's like, well, that's why you like Simon Blackwell, right? And then me, paint fumes
Yeah.
inhaled.
That's the thing. Jet wasn't inhaling paint fumes because he was using oil paint.
Yeah. And then I was like, what's it called? I was talking, and then I was like impregnating Simon Blackwell so that I could get custody over Taka. And then Tony was like, but I thought you were impregnating Miles Edgeworth because that was a joke we had in the other server.
Yeah.
And I go, oh, well, I'm impregnating him too. And then
And then I said, are you just impregnating all of the prosecutors? And you said,
I go, no, not Clavier Gavin. And Tony goes, why not? And I said, because Apollo's gonna do it.
Putting this in your file.
Go ahead. I have so many incriminating things in there already.
Anyways, now it's finally out in the open. Now
Yeah.
everyone knows. Lots of
Now
things.
everyone knows that I've impregnated Miles Edgeworth.
And then you drew it. I can't look at it without
I did
crying,
draw it,
laughing.
Well, no, I didn't draw Miles pregnant, but
No,
I drew
no,
the
no.
conversation.
Jet drew both of us going insane. We were going
Yeah.
insane.
We were insane at 5 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah, at 5 a.m. yeah. Anyways, it's a joke because I fucking hate when people make Miles Edgeworth pregnant.
Yeah, we were complaining about that's what the joke came from, because we were complaining about like this incident where people were making Miles Edgeworth pregnant and a trad wife and shit, and then it just derailed from that. So
Yeah.
now I'm just constantly saying, yes, I'm gonna make Miles Edgeworth pregnant.
Yeah, so that's the joke. And so now nobody can say that we actually like it because we're making fun of it. Anyways.
You guys really said the prosecutor's office is looking submissive and readable.
God damn it. Okay.
We have to have at least one derailment, okay?
Yes.
Just one.
Otherwise, it would not be a Jet and Tony stream, okay? Okay? Please. Yes, I'm sorry. I know there's murder going on, okay? Submitted and readable.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay. Fuck. I was studying and I just tuned back in. What the fuck are we talking about? It doesn't matter.
You know.
You don't need to know. If you really want to know, go back in the VOD. We're continuing on. How did we even get here?
I don't know.
I don't even remember.
It's probably
Oh,
my fault.
No, it's because you'll be glaring at something long and hard. There you go.
It was Fairfly's fault. No way.
No, why? Change the stream name to Pregnant Miles. This is your bed. Lie in it. I will not.
Well, he has to get pregnant in the bed.
I hate this. I hate this now. Now I hate this.
I can't even blame the paint fumes. It's just the juice now.
It's just the juice. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to anyone who actually hated the past 5 minutes.
I'm just trying to have fun.
I mean, I'm having fun too, but I apologize to anyone who's not. We'll stop now.
Yeah, we'll continue.
All right. And that's precisely why I can tell you with absolute confidence that if there was anyone else at all in that cabin, I would have noticed.
Why do you always say hard words?
Unequivocal.
Unequivocal, I would say.
I'm not sure about these two witnesses. They went on for a long time about a very questionable subject. Could they really have seen everything inside the cabin through the skylight? They might not have been able to if... Hold on. Okay, so if they're on... Okay, hold on. Let me in here. Let me in. Okay, so the blood is right there. Hella Brad. Welcome. Thanks for following after that conversation. Okay, so he's sitting there. So he's on the front end here. So, okay, no. Okay, depending on where they were sitting. Because, like, if they were sitting here, they might have been able to. But if they were sitting up here, not a chance. Phoenix Raw Omnibus. Okay. Okay. They might not have been able to. Am I missing something? Am I missing something totally, completely obvious?
So, go back into the omnibus. And think about the door, yeah?
The door. Okay, it would have been locked.
So when you lock something, where do you lock it from?
The door handle? The inside. The door handle. Right here. Raw there. So the door would unlocks from the inside. So...
Wait, let's see.
Okay, the door handle's right there. So, did they knock and then have to go around the back of the bus?
Oh, wait. Okay. So right now, what's the question they're asking again?
Okay, so could they really have seen everything inside the cabin through the skylight?
Oh, okay. So when you look into the window from the top, okay?
It won't let me. God damn it. Maybe if I do this. Okay, let me in. There we go. There's a lamp. Witnesses would have been able to see quite clearly. But okay, what I'm thinking is they went, because they said that they both knocked to get in and were not let in. So all of them had to go up through the back here and go up here, and in that time, Mr. Mann could have been stabbed, and then they would have been glaring down, and then would have seen the aftermath.
Have you ever peered, like, down at something straight on? Or, like, say, for example, like, you're sitting, right? And, because imagine where you're sitting on the benches.
Okay.
You're looking down at that window from an angle.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think you'd be able to see everything?
I mean, maybe.
Well, consider where the seats are placed inside the bus, right?
Yeah.
It's almost, exactly how they're set up at the top.
True. I guess not. Maybe, unless they were, like, leaning forward. I guess not. Okay, I'll try not. Let's try not. Allow me to confirm one thing, Mr. Fairplay. You were riding this omnibus and witnessed the events in the cabin through the skylight in the floor of the upper deck. Is that right?
That's right, yes.
In that case, there is a portion of the cabin interior that would have been out of sight from you.
What?
Oh, I guess they would have... Okay. Everything, meaning they would have been able to see the other seats. I see.
My golly, really?
Obviously, at this stage, we can't say for sure. But the possibility cannot be denied that at the time of the incident, there could have been another passenger in the enclosed cabin of the omnibus.
Objection!
Enough hypothetical meandering, my Nipponese friend.
Did you see meandering?
Did I?
Sounded like you said meandering.
Meandering.
Asugi's not here, okay? Cat Asugi's not here.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
It's my friend! My friend! His soul is right here! Be nice to him!
Like, the proper response that Van Zieks would give would be a racist one. I was not gonna say.
It would. That's so upsetting. Fuck you, dude.
The prosecution demands that you substantiate your claims.
Ryu
After all.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Grace just sent Ryu in tears. Asugi used to be a cat boy. Sorry.
After all, the scene of the crime is here, in the flesh. Very well, I will uphold the prosecution's demand. You will identify the area on this cross-sectional plan of the omnibus. Where exactly in the omnibus are you suggesting that this potential extra passenger could have been situated?
Okay. Come here. Come here.
Take that!
Both rows of seats on the roof face in the direction of travel, whereas the seats in the enclosed cabin face each other, which means the visible part of the cabin, which passengers on the roof deck can see through the skylight, is as I've drawn here. Oh, he doodled this. Oh, little artist boy. That's cute. He drew little top hats on them. That's right, my lord. As you can see, the seat opposite the one to which the victim and his attacker were sitting is obscured from view. In other words, if someone had been sitting on that seat, it's quite possible that these witnesses would have been completely unaware of it.
Yarg!
Objection!
It's quite possible some phantom was sitting there. You have a forbidding habit of obscuring the truth with fucking A! You have a forbidding habit of obscuring the truth with ambiguity. Fucking.
Is that you, Kazuma? I'm so sorry.
I concur with the prosecution's rejoinder. In the British court of law, evidence is paramount. Everything.
Evidence is paramount.
I cannot entertain this conjecture, counsel. I am drunk. That is, unless you're able to put a name to this mysterious passenger to whom you allude.
Can you, Mr. Naruhodo?
I honestly don't know. Who could it have been? Who could have been in the other seat, which was out of sight from witnesses on the roof deck? I mean, I'm guessing I mean, I have no idea, but I'm guessing I have to say I have an inkling. I've no idea. I've no clue. Let me see. Let's actually go to people. I'm sure I'm forgetting something. Him. Professor Mikotova, where is he?
Stop.
Brock Van Zieks. Are eternally damned. Okay.
Fucking idiot.
Okay. Beppo. Oh, he's 62. He's just an old guy.
Oh, Beppo.
Beppo. Okay, these guys are out. I'm guessing it's someone that I don't have in here.
Now, what's
So-
someone you do have?
This
Think
guy?
about it. Who's involved in the case?
Okay, so these three dudes are.
But we know Beppo's not it.
Mhm.
And we know those two aren't it.
Yeah.
Because Beppo was driving the carriage and the two are sitting on top.
Yeah. And also Beppo's Beppo, so he couldn't have done it.
So we know that they know that he was in there. They could
Yeah.
see him. Okay? But who is sitting in the blind spot possibly? Remember who are
Well, okay, hold on. They said that they saw him, didn't they?
but did they?
Did they?
Remember, Fairplay is just saying stuff because he's afraid of his debt.
Fair play saying bullshit. That's true. Okay, sure. Let's try him. If not him, I'm gonna try him.
Why? Why?
Naruhodo, what are you talking about?
Kazuma came back from the grave just to be like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I have to critique your stupidity every so often, even if I might be dead.
I'm pretty sure you're fucking dead, Kazuma. I have your soul right here.
That's just a sword, but okay.
You're the one who said it was your soul. Is it not your soul? Did you lie to me? Is it not your soul?
Next thing I'll tell you, I actually do know how to do tongue twisters.
Were you pretending to what? Make me feel better? Because I have nothing else going for me? Because you're dead now, and so I have nothing else to live for?
Okay, you can stop crying now.
He's just like, oh god, stop.
You have a case to do, Naruhodo.
Right. Okay. I miss you. I
Right,
understand.
I miss you too.
I understand, my lord. The defense would like to put forward a name. Is Mia flipping over the receipt? Oh, again? Again.
You are a fool. That response was a desperate attempt by a man who has no notion of his own limitations. A toast to hard lessons not yet learned.
You're such a bitch.
Let us not delay, counsel. The defense is still to name the passenger in the other seat.
Why is your sword calling you baby girl, Ryunosuke? This could be it. This could be the chance I've been waiting for to turn the trial in my favor. On that night, on the night of the murder, the person occupying the seat in the omnibus cabin that was obscured from view was...
Take that!
Take that. The passenger in the enclosed cabin that the witnesses on the roof deck failed to see has to have been Mr. Magnus McGilded. Mick?
Mr. McGilded? What are you talking about, counsel? That's the name of the defendant.
Objection!
Christ!
If I desecrate this chamber by smashing my hollow chalice, do forgive the discourtesy.
Stop apologizing for something you're gonna do again.
Lord Van Zieks! People talk of those tiny island nations in the Far East as having a learning and culture of their own. but I see they use the terms ill-advisedly.
What are you trying to say? Also, don't throw alcohol at open flames. You're gonna burn this whole place down, idiot.
Let me explain in terms that even a student of an artless backwater such as yourself might understand.
What a dickhead.
When the bloody scene unfolded, the victim and his assailant were sitting side by side. Multiple witnesses have attested to the fact. It's the very premise on which this case is built.
Objection!
But that premise may be wrong.
What?
If the victim really was sitting beside Mr. McGilded, it creates an inconsistency that can't be reconciled in any way.
What inconsistency, counsel?
The defendant's gloves, my lord. Both witnesses made the same testimony. They claimed that there was blood on both hands of the person sitting next to the victim.
Objection!
Yet we know the truth to be otherwise. Only one glove bears the gory remains.
Objection!
The point is, even in the face of this irrefutable evidence, both witnesses have maintained their stance.
And yes, the testimony remains unchanged.
Exactly. They both adamantly swear that they clearly remember seeing blood on both hands of the assailant. In short, their memory of events is correct, and their testimony reveals the truth. It was somebody else sitting beside the victim that night, a third party we have yet to identify. And the victim's blood was on that passenger's hands, both of them.
Objection!
And who was this third party?
Obviously, the true culprit.
Extraordinary.
I want to give Beppo a blanket.
Order. What exactly are you postulating?
Objection!
The defense's postulation is just that. Nothing more than conjecture. The witnesses have clearly stated that they saw the accused.
Objection!
But when elaborating on his testimony, Mr. Fairplay said the two of them were wearing hats and I couldn't exactly make out their faces.
Yes. The tops of their heads were obscured by the roof. I could see the rest of them, though.
Yes, that's right. Both gents were most certainly hatted. Hatters do tend to notice such things, sir, as I know make hats for gents.
Hats for gents.
And what particular styles of hats did the two gentlemen sport, Mr. First?
Oh, I'm afraid I don't remember.
Oh no. And you call yourself a hatter? Don't be mean to him, Ryunosuke.
The style of hat makes no difference. There was no third passenger in that cabin.
How can you be sure? Also, Brownie Fox, I'm glad you're excited. I'm also excited to see more of this game.
Because if there had been, the accused, Mr. McGilded, would undoubtedly have offered to depose the fact. Unless, that is, you're proposing an even more preposterous explanation. That the accused failed to even notice the presence of the true culprit in the very cabin in which he traveled.
He's right. If there was another person traveling in the enclosed cabin of the omnibus, it's inconceivable that Mr. McGilded would have been unaware of it. It was a phantom! He was invisible! It was a phantom!
Order.
It was a phantom!
There's clearly a simple solution to this problem. Quick, get the sniper!
Break the roof. Get the sniper.
The roof was already broken.
What?
Because that case was inside the bombed
No,
courtroom.
but this isn't. This courtroom isn't.
break the roof and then get the sniper.
Yeah.
Bring the accused, Mr. McGilder, to the stand. Well, what say you, counsel? The prosecution objects, my lord. On what grounds? As a suspect, he will have already made a full statement to the police.
But what if there's some reason why he's unable to speak freely?
Magnus McGilded is no uneducated ruffian. If it indeed turns out the man has been withholding information, you can be sure it will have been a most deliberate act. Counsel for the defense, what is your opinion?
My lord, should we ask Mr. McGilded to testify or not? I'm gonna demand.
I demand it.
Yes, we need to hear what he has to say in order to find out the truth. You haven't raised your hand in so long, I missed it. The defense would like to call Mr. McGilded to the stand.
In that case, I would like to hear the opinion of the jury.
Yes, I need a little time to consider this.
If you ask me, I think we should hear what Mr. McGilded has to say.
I'm always scared to go over to juror number 3. What's he gonna be doing now?
Get the man out here, I say.
It would be utterly illogical not to hear his testimony.
That's something he's doing, get it done. That's how I run things at the guild.
Hearing what the patron of my favorite little park has to say. Oh, yes, that would be lovely.
Yes, the jury says the man must be heard.
Sorry, Jet, have you seen the I slammed my penis in the car door?
No, I've seen the reference being made, but I don't know the source material.
It's literally just a 10-second video of Daffy Duck in a car with someone else, and they're rapping. It's animated, and he's like, I slammed my penis in the car door. I'll send it to you after this.
Fuck, I should have used that voice of Birdly.
Ah, yeah. Yeah. that is a good Birdly voice. But yeah, I'll send it to you.
Yeah,
after
okay.
The thing. Because I can't play I slam my penis in the car door on stream. I can't do it. I can't.
I mean, we already talked about other things.
You know what? We did. We certainly did. We can't get it. We had our one.
Okay, we had our one. Okay, anyway, the court will hear the defendant's testimony.
Also, thank you, Hello Brad.
Bailiff, show the defendant to stand at once.
Now, maybe what actually happened that night will finally become clear.
All right. Then do it, little Ryu.
All right. Let proceedings be resumed. Mr. McGilded, have you been listening to the discourse of the day? Have you been listening to all these people cancelling you?
To be sure I have, my lord. I also heard some talk about, some other unsavory subjects, but I'd rather talk about
yes.
murder.
The Viagra! Now, there are two matters on which the court desires to hear from you. The first...
No, little Ryu! Don't go in the weird cave! Sorry.
I have no idea this reference either.
I'm sorry. It's just the little German boy, you know, the like, oh mein Gott, ein cave full of blood smoking. And then somebody did a voiceover of it like, no, little German boy, don't go in the weird cave.
Apollo at clavier.
No, little German boy! I'm sorry, I had to say it because Abby said it and I can't, I was prompted, okay? Okay, I'm sorry.
Yes. Is whether or not there was a third party with you in the omnibus cabin, cabin, as opposed by the defense, as proposed by the what the fuck? As
okay, you're
proposed by the defense. The second.
You okay?
No. Is that if such a person was indeed present, why did you conceal that fact from the police?
I've kind of stalled out on my playthrough of this game because it feels a little too quiet, so discovering the stream has been a real treat. Oh, well, I'm glad you're here then. We certainly are not quiet or anything of the sort.
Yeah.
Begad, no! 'Tis not in my nature to hide anything at all.
Just answer the questions, please.
The truth of...
Oh, that was not his voice.
The truth of the matter is, I've been desperate about this all along. Do I tell you so, or keep my mouth shut?
Tell us what, Mr. McGilded?
The fine fella representing me is absolutely right. In the carriage on the night with myself and the other man, there was another passenger.
It's true.
Aye, and 'twas me who helped the little urchin get away after it all happened.
You... What? So dramatic. Wait, how did he... Hold on. The distance between him and the wall is a lot.
Just like how Clavier, when he hits the wall, she's hella far away.
Yes.
No, Magnus McGilded. That convenient excuse can't save you now.
I'm truly sorry, so I am Lord Van Zieks. I'm sure you'll be wanting to know I said nothing when I was taken in by the police. I do be having a very good reason, I assure you.
Which was...
Well, the little child was just in the wrong place at the wrong time, and not in any way involved, you see.
What?
If the police had known the wee one was there, they'd have assumed she'd done it. They'd have hauled her into this here courtroom just like myself. I was only trying to spare her that. Young hearts and young minds are easily damaged, my lord.
And who was this young child of whom you speak?
That I don't know.
You don't know?
Well, the wee thing just happened to be in the carriage that night. I never saw her before or since.
Objection!
We have absolutely no reason to believe this man. The prosecution calls for the witnesses' statements to be disregarded by the court.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if the urchin isn't here in this courtroom as we speak, listening to the proceedings.
What? Smoke!
Fire! There's a fire!
Look, someone's trying to get away!
It's no use! I can't see anything through all this smoke!
What is going on? It's another fucking bomb.
Be careful, Mr. Naruhodo. Cover your face.
Wait.
Cover your face.
Bailiff!
Don't let the accused escape. Secure the omnibus.
Prosecutor Van Zieks, take a big deep breath, okay?
My friend Zoe J! Oh. My fire alarm is going on in real life. Uh-oh. You missed the pregnancy conversation. You did.
Yeah, well, I hereby call an emergency recess. Bailiff, ensure the defendant is in custody and clear the courtroom.
We were hurriedly removed from the smoke-filled courtroom by the bailiff, amid scenes of chaos as people stumbled over one another in their desperation to flee the chamber. We had no idea what was happening. All we knew was that for the time being at least, the trial was suspended.
Antonia, don't die? Why would I die? I'm not dying, Brad. Van Zieks is dying. Hurrah. Oh, the
No,
smoke
that's Jay's smoke alarm.
That's Jay's smoke alarm. That's not our smoke alarm. You'd be able to hear our smoke alarm. All right. Get Danny. There we go. Making pretty good progress. 18th of February, 12:52 p.m. The Old Bailey, defendants, antechamber. I'm glad your house isn't on fire.
What on earth just happened in there?
Mr. Naruhodo, I managed to find out what happened.
Mr. Sato!
I was told it was an advanced form of smoke grenade, a type of exploding device that releases smoke.
A smoke grenade? It sounds like the sort of thing ninjas use.
They're just making sure everything is safe now. I think the trial will start again before long.
But who would have done something like that?
The police managed to catch someone who was trying to flee the courtroom, apparently.
Flee the courtroom? Why?
Well, it's a young girl around 15, I hear.
A young girl? Then could it be the other passenger that Mr. McGilded was just talking about?
My thoughts exactly.
So he wasn't lying. Oh, what's become of Mr. McGilded, actually? There are so many things I need to ask him about, but he's not here.
I think he was summoned to the prosecutor's antechamber to answer questions. Along with the young girl.
Who is she, I wonder? And what was she even doing here at the trial? She was taking a huge risk, and for what possible benefit to herself?
There's another matter that's troubling me.
What's that?
The 20 pence.
Oh,
According to the coachman, Mr. Beppo, he took 4 passengers that night at a fare of 5 pence each. That comes to a total of 20 pence exactly. But now it seems that there were in fact 5 passengers. Which means the figures don't seem to add up again.
Maybe he gave someone a free ride because he felt bad for them.
she's right. That is strange.
Counsel for the defense kindly proceeded to the courtroom. The trial will recommence in 5 minutes.
Oh, thank you, officer. We'll go in straight away.
Well, whoever she is, I imagine this young girl will be asked to take the stand and testify now. I really can't imagine what she's going to say, but it could alter the whole direction of this trial.
We'll know soon enough, Mrs. Sato.
Yes!
Alright, 18th of February, 1 o'clock p.m, the Old Bailey courtroom.
There she is!
That little girl there.
Yes.
She looks like a chimney sweep.
There's the young girl next to Mr. McGilded, look. She must have been the one who caused the disturbance before.
Well, after that rather eventful recess, the court will now resume the trial of Mr. Magnus McGilded. Now then, Lord Van Zeeks.
My lord.
I believe you have established the cause of the smoke which veiled proceedings earlier.
It seems to have been an advanced form of smoke grenade of the sort typically employed by the army.
Good gracious, the army? What in the devil's name?
It was an elaborate attempt by a young girl to cloak her escape from the public gallery, but she was caught,
Where'd she get that?
and now occupies the stand.
Your name, girl?
Should I be her? Do you want to be her?
You can be her.
Okay.
Are you responsible for the smoke grenade which induced such pandemonium here in my courtroom? What's the meaning of this deplorable behavior?
Ahem. If I may, my lord.
Yes, Mr. McGilded.
Okay, no, Tony's been waiting to do a Cockney accent the whole time.
I have. I mean, Beppo has one, but I would like to be able to do one for a little girl. I think perhaps I ought to explain here. Why is it that this wee lass here why is it that this wee lass was here in the first place, and why she tried to bolt like that? 'Tis all tied up with the events of that night, so it is.
Very well, Mr. McGilded, give your testimony.
Also, Jet did volunteer to do DGS with me, knowing there would be British people. So,
Many British people.
many British people.
You explain to the court exactly how this young woman is involved in the case.
Just what did happen that night? It's not like a defense lawyer needs that information or anything. Baby. Alright.
On the night in question, I took the back seat in the omnibus and promptly nodded off.
Then, begorra, a loud thud and a wee scream woke me up with a fair start. There was a fella collapsed on the floor at my feet, so I set him up on the seat across from me. Then I turned to find out where that scream had come from, and bless my soul, what did I find? There was a child in there, all curled up in a ball, hiding her wee self away.
I remain somewhat baffled, I confess, but from what I gather on the night in question, this young girl was indeed riding an omnibus. Is that correct?
Yeah, Jay, I know. It doesn't really make sense. 'Tis exactly as the defense counsel said. This lass was the 5th passenger, my lord.
On top of that, the anti-Semitism too.
Yeah.
Very well. The defense may now cross-examine the witnesses. Are you ready, counsel?
Yes, my lord. Or rather, no. I have no idea where to start. Thoughtless king.
Head empty.
Head empty. Okay, on the night in question, I took the back seat in the omnibus and promptly nodded off. And beggar allowed that no wee scream woke me up with a fair start. Okay. So did she... Does that mean she stabbed him? Hold on. Okay, why did she scream?
Hold it!
I'm afraid I don't understand. I'm sure you told the court that there was no one else in the carriage except yourself and the victim.
So I did, sir, so I did. As far as I could see, that is.
What do you mean by that?
Well, now, 'tis a queer thing. The wee scream I heard as I woke up. It came from, if you'll excuse the vulgar expression, under me backside.
Good gracious!
Under your backside?
And when I lifted the seat on which I'd been sitting, I found there was a wee cubbyhole there for storage. Mr. Naruhodo, we can examine the omnibus ourselves, remember?
I already found that, though.
Yes, of course. The whole bus was submitted as evidence.
This would be a very good time to have a thorough look around inside.
And that's when I found her. Okay, maybe I'll just in case they have new things to say.
Let's have a look, shall we?
Let me in. 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 All right. Okay, the seat is a handle. But now it's empty. Why is it empty now? What?
This is a storage compartment, but there's nothing in here. It's totally empty. Something doesn't seem right here, but I can't put my finger on what it is.
Okay.
Are you able to look up yet?
Oh, yes. Directly up.
It's quite a large skylight, isn't it?
Yes, quite large enough to afford a good view into the cabin from the roof deck.
And there doesn't appear to be a handle or catch of any description. So I suppose it can't be opened from the inside of the cabin, at least. Okay.
Is this gonna give me a different thing if I look at this? Or is it just... Well, there's blood on the floor now. There wasn't before.
That's blood, isn't it?
Is something wrong?
Oh, it's just... Well, this bloodstain is so obvious, that's all. And yet Van Zieks has made no mention of it.
I suppose that does seem a little strange.
Why do I have such a bad feeling about this?
Uh-oh.
Okay, what about the handle? Oh,
Have you seen enough? Let's step back outside then.
okay, well.
Get out of the carriage.
Can I... Is this gonna give me something new now? Okay, no, it's not. It's certainly not. Okay. Alright, well, I guess I'll continue. Okay, there was a child in there hiding her wee self away. Oops.
I do wonder how you must be feeling, Mr. Naruhodo. Being the
Being the defendant's lawyer and yet finding myself as stunned as everyone else at his testimony. Let's just say it's trying.
We certainly had precious little time to talk to Mr. McGilded before the trial. But we mustn't be dispirited. We must just try to learn all the facts we can.
When we arrived in London this morning, I didn't see my day panning out like this.
Mr. Naruhodo, no grumbling even in your head.
How did you know? I love her. Okay. A not in question. Okay, the back seat in the omnibus, probably not at all. Okay. A loud thud and a wee scream woke me up at the fair start. Did I press this?
Hold it!
A loud thud, you say, and a scream? Aye, that's right. How can I explain it? 'Twas like the sound of someone falling to the ground. That sort of noise. So you think it was the sound of Mr. Mason falling to the floor having been stabbed?
Hang on. Okay, so if Mr. Mason owed Mr. McGilded a lot of money, and then they were the only two people in the cabin, and Mr. McGilded fell asleep, and Mason... Okay, there was the thud, then the scream. I'm just wondering if he was gonna kill Mr. McGilded, and the knife has an M on it, could be Mason. If he was gonna kill Mr. McGilded and then fell on his own knife.
But the knife is really,
It's really
fancy.
fancy, it's true. Maybe he took McGilded's knife?
But that doesn't really explain the happenings, right? Like, if he's gone to try and kill Mr. McGilded, why did he end up dead?
Because
How
like
did
if
he
the
end up
if the
dead?
carriage did like a little bump and he was like, whoa, and then he fell on his own knife.
Okay.
Robot Safari, thanks for the clip. That was like forever ago though, but thank you.
Well, now, you'll remember I was asleep at the time, so I wouldn't like to say. And when the sound woke me up and I opened my eyes, there wasn't a soul to be seen in the carriage, but it fell on the floor. You didn't see anyone? But at the same moment, you did hear a scream.
From the seats above you on the roof deck, I presume.
Not above me, no, my lord. 'Twas from inside the cabin. But I wasn't altogether thinking about the scream. No, I was too stunned by the desperate sight before me eyes.
Okay. There's a fella collapsed on the floor at my feet, so I sat him up on the seat next to me. I guess I'll just press everything. You sat him up? The victim, you mean?
That I did. On the seat across from me, as I said. I could plainly see that the poor devil was already gone. And you wouldn't leave a dead man just lying on the floor, now would you? 'Tis common courtesy, so it is.
I find that a little hard to believe.
He doesn't even have his chalice out. He's just like...
Shit, I thought I had my finger off the key when I did that.
No, I thought you did it on purpose. I thought it was for the comedy.
Lord Van Zeeks? Now why would that be?
You wait to find a man lying dead at your feet in a carriage. Any normal person would hail the cabman. Any upstanding member of London society, that is.
Well, now, as you know, I'm in something of a special line of business.
The business of lending money at
Exorbitant.
exorbitant rates of interest. Too
Unfortunately,
much drinking.
Yeah, that's all right. I cannot judge anyone for getting drunk on stream.
Unfortunately, my lord, not everyone is as thankful for the help I offer them, and some would even see me dead. So I do try, where at all possible, to avoid getting myself in a tangle with trouble.
Are you suggesting you were just going to leave the man there?
Heavens alive, no! I was always intending to report it, so I was. Only,
I had a mind to find out all the whys and wherefores first.
The whys and wherefores?
Right you are. There were some details I wanted to understand before anyone else got to meddling. That wee scream I heard, for example. Wouldn't your good self do just the same?
Yes, the scream he says he heard at the same time as the thud of the victim collapsing.
Okay, then I turn. Oh. Okay. I guess. Did I press this?
Hold it!
You say she was hiding herself?
Aye, that's right. 'Twas hard to see in the dim lamplight, but she was all curled up in a wee ball. When our eyes met, well, me heart nearly stopped beating in me chest.
Ugh, you're really overacting this. Ryu, you have a sprite where you get slammed up against the wall. Don't tell anyone they're overacting.
Literally.
Still and all, I pulled her out from under there and sat her on the seat opposite so I could have a wee chin wag with her.
The seat opposite?
That's right, just next to the dead gentleman there.
You sat this young girl next to a corpse, sir?
Well, as I'm sure I mentioned, a gentleman in my position can all too often find himself in mortal danger. So, I needed to find out just who this urchin was, you see. And while I was in the middle of talking with her, I heard another scream. A fella's voice this time.
Presumably the scream was Mr. First, who was sitting on the roof deck seats.
Right you are again, I would say, sir. Looking down through the skylight, he must have seen this young girl and the gentleman with the knife in his belly.
In other words, the previous witnesses did not in fact see you at all, Mr. McGilden. What they believed to be yourself and the victim was in fact this girl and the late Mr. Mason.
Aye, my lord. I was, as I think everyone understands now, sat at the back of the carriage out of sight.
It is certainly plausible. The defendant is somewhat diminutive in stature. And readily confused, perhaps, with this young girl.
After that, of course, with the scream from the gentleman over us, the driver realized something was wrong and pulled up the horses.
I do wonder.
Okay. Okay. I guess. God damn it. God damn it.
I wish I kept track of the statements you pressed.
I know, me too. Okay, wait. Let's just whatever. Let's just make sure we pressed all of them. Okay. I actually don't think I pressed this.
Hold it!
And when you first got into the omnibus, were there any other passengers already on board?
There were not. The cabin was empty and there was no one on the roof deck either.
You were the first passenger, as it were, I see.
Aye, and that's why I took the backside as I did. 'Tis the most comfortable, so it is.
Could you explain what you mean by the back seat?
By all means. 'Tis how you already described it earlier. I'm talking about the seat opposite the seat opposite the one in which the poor gentleman was stabbed was sitting. Like I said, 'tis the most comfortable and where I feel most at ease. And of course, I enjoy gazing through the skylight from time to time as well.
I think you've heard enough.
Okay, it was just one of the press everything ones.
The events as explained are clear in my mind. However, at least one conundrum remains. Who is the girl?
Her name is Gina Lestrade, my lord. Lestrade? Is she affiliated with Mr. Herlock Sholmes by any chance? She's a chancer. Earns her crust among large crowds, relieving people of their purses. What's commonly called a pickpocket. What?
This girl here? A petty thief?
All right, Ms. Lestrade.
Order. Is this true, Miss Lestrade?
Instead, she's Cockney.
Yeah. Miss Lestrade, you will answer the question.
A gun! She has a gun!
No, good! How dare you? What is the meaning of this?
Bye.
Ah! The girl, she's gone! Oh,
Okay.
did you?
Okay,
Open your eyes! I'm over here.
Good gracious, how?
what was the point in that little sidestep?
I know what you're lot of thinking. Grown-ups are all the same. This dirty little dipper, you say, slipped up and got caught up on the job. She's got herself backed into a corner, so she knifed the gent. Go on, that's what's in your heads, ain't it?
No, not at all. This is a court of law. We're here to determine... No, not Ryu! Not the green! Not the green! Green's not his color!
Look, knives are for cowards. Only thugs use weapons like that. All I need for what I do is these fingers.
Nice. I like this sprite.
I'm a professional, alright? Maybe not in your eyes, but I've got pride in what I do.
No, little Ryu, don't go in the gun smoking. Let me guess. You don't count smoke guns among weapons for thugs?
This? Yeah, this was in a bag I lifted the other day. Down where they keep the four-wheeled drags. It's nice, isn't it? I like the pink the best.
Ah, do not wave that thing in my direction again.
I love her.
So, you admit that you were riding the omnibus on the night in question?
Oh, good night, Brownie Fox.
Tis all right, lass. You can tell them the truth now. All right, yeah. It's just like the Irishman said.
The court accepts this girl, Miss Gina Lestrade, as a valid and significant witness in this case. Accordingly, young lady, we will now hear your testimony, if you please. You will tell the court exactly what happened in the omnibus on the night in question.
All right, if I have to.
Alright.
So I snuck in the carriage before they egged up the horses, just like always. But it was a right old waste of time. I got nothing to show for me troubles that night. I tell you, you can't see a blind thing in that hiding place. It's pitch in there.
Okay, goodbye, Luca.
Good night, Luca.
I'm glad you had fun.
Then after a while, I heard this loud bang. Nearly jumped out my skin, I did. And the scream just came out. It's because of that. This swell found me. It did help me get away, mind.
Yes, he let you go.
I fail to understand why you will let a street urchin go, Mr. McGilded.
Oh, 'tis simplicity itself, my lord. You see, she couldn't possibly have killed the other passenger. I knew that for a fact. How? 'Cause you were sitting on the thing. As I'm sure I said before, sir. I was sitting right on top of the place where she was hiding herself.
I think a demonstration's called for.
This is where I was sat that night.
And the cubby hole of which you have spoken is underneath the seat, I presume? Yes. It does appear just large enough to accommodate someone of the girl's stature.
Oh, sorry. Sometimes I'm just reading it, I'm like, Aye, but of course, the wee lass was stuck in there. Because I'd parked myself on the seat for the duration. So you see, that's why I lit the last bolt. I knew that if the police found her there, they'd automatically assume she'd done it. But I couldn't live with myself if a young life was ruined when all the time I knew she was innocent.
Even though you must have realised your action would result in your own innocence being called into question.
Not at all, my lord. Not at all. I knew in my own heart that I was innocent. So I thought it was worth taking a punt on my own good name for the sake of this less fortunate lass.
My goodness.
What a perfect gentleman.
My lord, this fine example of a man cannot possibly be guilty of a heinous crime like this. I'm ashamed of myself for ever doubting you, sir.
Nice. Did we win?
With calm, calculated reasoning, one arrives clearly at the truth every time.
Yes.
Yes!
Saints alive! All 6 members of the jury consensual in their leaning to a verdict of not guilty.
Mr. Naruhodo, this... well, it must mean...
It must mean what?
that we're victorious!
We've won? Are you sure?
Objection!
Shut up!
If the sight of my iron-hued Wellington offends, pray do forgive the discourtesy.
Why'd he do that? Did he actually just do... I'm like, I can't even process this right now.
He just loves doing things for no fucking reason.
He literally does. Pours myself a glass of wine, crushes the glass, puts my fucking leggy on the desk. He's just allowed to do this. Can I just say, though, that extension was pretty, it was pretty impressive.
This really is a consummate example of the one monumental flaw in British judicial practices.
The fact that no one is questioning that you just, like, did a quick, like, clock of an arm onto the desk with your leg.
Well, evidence on reasoning should be paramount. Emotions rules this day.
He's drunk. Emotions
Yes.
rules of the day. Emotion. Also the fact
Yeah,
that
obviously, because he was just having his leg up there. Like, imagine, like, just propping your leg up and just keeping it there. Like,
Yeah.
what's the point of that? It's not even like it's not even someone sitting cross-legged on something, or like, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
he just has his leg raised in the air.
I do that sometimes. Like I do put my legs in interesting positions. Brad will attest, especially when I'm sleeping on the couch. But that was
Okay,
a
but
lot.
that's different though. Like when you're sleeping or like chilling or relaxing, yeah, you can like I put my leg on shit all the time. But like this isn't court and like he's standing up straight while doing this, you know? And
Yeah.
so imagine just having your leg fucking just like up in the air
Yeah.
for no reason.
Stretch. He was feeling a
I
little
guess so.
tense.
He's like, "Oh, please, court, forgive me for showing you my shoes." Like he literally said that.
He has to be drunk.
Yeah.
He does have to be drunk.
The witness's latest statement gives us a clear insight into his true nature.
Yeah, I do that. Yes, Brad in chat confirms. What do you mean his true nature?
Do you really think Scotland Yard would have made such a glaring omission?
Well, if Scotland Yard didn't make such an omission, why do they need Sherlock Holmes?
After the incident, the omnibus was comprehensively searched by officers of the police. Obviously, the interior of this cubbyhole, as the witness put it, was included in their investigation. The compartment under the posterior seat was full of the coachman's belongings. It's noted in black and white here in the police report. Good lord! The evidence has been tampered with. In order to corroborate Mr. McGilden's story, someone has unlawfully removed everything from under the seat.
What? Well, I noticed it, but you weren't supposed to notice it, asshole.
Order. How could such a devious contrivance possibly have been affected, counsel? Naturally, we must acknowledge the deficiencies of the constabulary
Constabulary?
Constabulary?
in allowing this to have happened. I assure you, when the omnibus was wheeled into the courtroom this morning, the compartment under the seat was not empty.
I'm sorry you got saddled with both the characters that just say things for no reason.
Yeah.
Well, my friend,
Me?
when the carriage was submitted as evidence, doubtless you examined it in fine detail, as would any self-respecting practitioner of the law. Pray, what did you find the condition of the underseat compartment to be?
Oh, to be sure, the young gentleman will be able to clear this up in a jiffy.
Sorry?
Go ahead, you tell the court now, fella. Oh, how this is all an elaborate excuse by the desperate Lord Van Zeeks.
Well, counsel, do you have something to say on this matter?
How am I supposed to answer? What can I say about the state of that little compartment under the seat in the omnibus?
It wasn't empty. I didn't look. I didn't look.
Trust your heart on this one, Tony.
I mean, I did look, and it wasn't empty. That's what my heart says. Should I trust my heart?
trust your heart.
Okay.
I really don't know if giving this answer is helping my case as counsel for the defense. But as far as I remember, at least, when I first examined the compartment, I'm fairly certain there were a number of articles inside it, yes.
Are you sure, counsel?
Hurrah, be whist! What are you saying now, you daft daw? I thought you were on my side here. Well, sorry everyone.
What game are you playing? Your task is to defend the man in the stand. Why would you say something to compromise his position?
As the advocate for the defense in this trial, I confess I'm still not entirely sure where I stand. But it seems to me that I should state what facts I do know as clearly and honestly as possible.
Interesting.
'Tis not altogether pleasing, fella.
I'm simply telling the truth, Mr. McGilded.
Well, don't forget that you're supposed to be representing my best interest here, lad. Now then. A fellow's memory is a curious thing, and not altogether reliable. No, the court must consider the facts. That there cubbyhole under the seat is as empty as the devil's heart, so it is. Do you think perhaps it would be in your best interest now to admit you might have been mistaken?
Why? Sorry. Why do I feel like something's not right here?
I should like the jury to weigh on this matter, I think. The compartment is designed to house equipment used to maintain the smooth run in a carriage. The Guild's rules state that the omnibuses should be properly and fully equipped at all times. So certainly wouldn't been empty on the night in question. Beppo isn't there responsible? That money lending, fleecer, and the pickpass and lion.
No! I'm gonna kill you, Van Zieks.
Can't believe I was nearly taken in. The stinking rich are always stinkers. Nothing but cowards, the lot of them.
What? Oh no.
It's a trick! Of course it's a trick!
Base juror number 3. We've lost him. Quite so. I must concur here. With calm, calculated reasoning, one arrives clearly at the truth every time. Yes, but every time a different truth, it seems.
My lord, I humbly exhibit the scales of justice. Clearly, a verdict of not guilty at this time would be wholly inappropriate. Thank you, counsel.
Thank you, Counsel.
But before we proceed any further, there's a matter of the outstanding cross-examination, and also the counsel of the defense mocking the judge.
That wasn't me, that was her.
Counsel for the defense, begin your questioning of the witness, please.
Yes, my lord. What just happened? The whole balance of the trial just shifted almost beyond recognition. The Reaper of the Bailey is at work, it would seem.
You'll never be Miles Edgeworth. And you'll never be Thanatos, for that matter.
Okay, snuck in the carriage before they accept the horses, just like always. It was a real waste of time. I got nothing to show for me troubles that night. I tell you can see a blind thing in that bleeding place. Okay, I think it's... Okay, this doesn't make any sense.
Hold it!
Night, Hollyoak. A waste of time? Why's that? Well, most nights I'm on my own in the God permit. In the God permit? Okay. Most nights I'm on my own in the God permit, at least some of the time.
I beg your pardon? Did you say God permit?
Oh yeah. Well, that's what my kind call it. You'd say the omnibus, I suppose. Point is, any normal rain, the carriage ain't got no one in it for a while. And that's when you come out of your hiding place and get away. That's it. On that night, this cove was sat on me seat from the start. And he didn't budge the whole way, did he? Not 1 inch. I was totally stuck.
Do you mean to tell us that you were present in the carriage for the duration? You were under the seat the entire time while events unfolded in the enclosed cabin?
Night, Obby.
Good night.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Right, mister? To be sure. I was as shocked as anyone. You don't expect to lift a cushion you've been sat on and find a child now, do ya? So this Miss Lestrade couldn't possibly be the culprit then. Okay, it's pitching there. And after a while, I heard a loud banging. Okay, what was it?
Hold it!
When you say a loud bang, do you mean the noise of someone falling to the floor? Could have been, I suppose. I don't remember so well. Point is, it made me jump. And you let out a scream involuntarily? That's right. And then I felt the cushion over me head get all lighter all of a sudden. Presumably when the defendant got up in order to help the victim, yes.
Or not. It could equally have been the moment the accused stood in order to stop his victim. Could it not? Well, girl, did you see what happened at the crucial moment?
Yeah, I saw it. How? I pushed up the cushion and had a quick butcher's while I had a quick butcher's. Okay. And had a quick butcher's while I had the chance, didn't I? The Irishman was sitting up the bloke who had fallen on the floor on the seat opposite.
That matches Mr. McGilden's account, of course.
But then, the fella suddenly turns around and looks right at me. I sunk back down again, but it was too late by then. I should never have risked looking. Because of that, Swell found me. He did help me get away, mind. And when Mr. McGilden discovered you, he pulled you out from your hiding place? I was scared stiff, I was. He dragged me out and sat me down with a seat and all. Next to the victim, Mr. Mason? Yeah, the bloke had a knife in his guts. He was still bleeding. When the carriage lurched a bit and he ended up falling onto me.
How awful.
Both me hands got covered in blood. Made me feel sick as a dog. Both her hands covered in blood? That must be what the rooftop passengers saw. After that, I believe you talked with Mr. McGilden for a while, is that correct?
It's so fucked up.
It is it's fucked up. He asked me some stuff. Wanted to know my name and what I was up to and that. Then I heard something from above. Someone screamed. So wait, there were two screams? Her and Lady First on my cats for gents?
Yes, I'm a half James, and I screamed!
Yes, Mr. First on the roof deck one would presume.
Well, I didn't want no one to see me face, so I didn't look up. Then the horses were drawn in smartish and... okay. Then the horses were drawn up smartish, and this here Irishman says to me, "Get back under the seat. I'll see that you can get away later." Okay.
All 6 members of the jury had decided the defendant was innocent.
For one brief shining moment, yes.
It's clear that they are all still very unsure. If we could just find some conclusive piece of evidence among this new testimony, I'm sure we would cinch the verdict we want.
Yes, I think you're right. And I have this niggling feeling. Something's bothering me. But I just can't quite put my finger on it. Okay, so it's not the carriage before the horses, it's just not go wise.
Hold it!
So you couldn't see out into the cabin at all? Not a jot. Most days I push a cutting up with me head and I look out the crack. Then I can have a butcher's at who I'm gonna fiddle. I thought you were a pickpocket, not a butcher. I mean, I can have a look. The seat I get under ain't as plush as the other one, see? Yeah, we did get Wawa Cry J, because they Twitch was like, have some beta follower emotes. And I said thank you. Oh my god, thank you. So most of the time the passengers plant themselves opposite. But for some reason that night, this here Irishman spent the whole journey right over me head. And for that reason you weren't able to push the cushion up to peek out. I see.
Truth is, I ain't too happy in small dark places. Feels too much like being thrown in the clink.
What are you laughing at?
Excuse me.
What you fucking chuckling? You having a giggle there, mate? Is something wrong, Mr. McGilded? Oh, I do apologise. Was there something the matter, Counsel? I'm just wondering if Mr. Lestrade's last comment made something occur to you, perhaps. You seem to be thinking something to yourself. Oh, no. Are all tense witnesses guilty? What does that mean, you saw me being tense? 'Twas nothing important. I was feeling bad for the poor lasses all. I remember feeling desperate myself as a young lad shut up in the dark. 'Twas terrifying, so it was. I see. Yes, I'm sure we can all sympathize. I'm still scared of the dark now. Wait, you spent a bunch of fucking time in... Wait a minute. You were in a suitcase and in a wardrobe and you're scared of the dark? Ryu.
Scared of the dark, scared of ghosts.
What's this fucker not scared of? Tongue twisters. He's so... Well, that proves it. He didn't sleep in the wardrobe. Ryu is really scared of the dark, but will do spoilers? Jay, what are you saying to me? Or don't answer that. Jay? Zoe J? You're telling me Ryu gets to go in the dark in the future? Zoe J? He's still scared of the dark now. I don't know about you, about yourself.
But I find that the darkness seems to make everything you hear seem that much louder as well.
Yeah. I suppose it does. Maybe.
Miss Lestrade? Did you hear something that night? Anything? An unusual noise, perhaps?
Nah, not really. All I could hear was the Irishman snoring.
But Jabers, there's no need to tell the whole world of me foibles, you little scamp.
What a pity. If only Miss Lestrade had heard something, it might have given us a vital new clue.
But isn't the fact that she heard nothing a clue in itself, in and of itself? Because then she would have heard like a scuffle of some kind, and she heard him snoring the whole time, so he couldn't have killed him.
What should we make of that last statement of hers? It's profoundly important. My lord, I believe the statement just made by the witness is profoundly important.
Profoundly important, but all she said was that she heard nothing.
Yes, which is the profoundly important part.
Sure, okay.
What did you say?
I said, sure, okay.
I'm almost sure of it. Listen, please. Listen.
I'm almost sure that I don't understand the inner workings of your mind, Counsel, nevertheless. Miss Gina Lestrade, you will supplement your formal testimony by repeating the last statement, please.
What? Supplement? What you on about? Don't give me all your fancy talk. I know what you're trying to do. Well, it won't work on me. That's right. Insult the judge. Always a good move.
I was straining my ears to work out what was going on, but all I could hear was snoring. Then after a while, I hear a loud bang and I jumped on my skin.
Okay. What's this?
So you were straining to hear what was happening the entire time, since the moment you hid yourself?
Not exactly, no.
Sorry?
Well, there was no one in the cabin to start with. I could just push the cushion up and have a butcher's to see what was what. But then when I saw this swell getting on, I got my head down so he didn't notice me.
And Mr. McGilded sat on the seat under which you were hiding, correct?
Yeah! Was you Adam and Eve, eh? What a mug! So then all I could do was listen. I was waiting to jump out of there as soon as I heard him leave, see? But would he? Not likely. Even though we stopped here and there, I never heard the door open. So I just had to put and listen to him driving his pigs to market, snoring like an old dog he was.
Okay. Are there any conclusions we can draw from that, I wonder?
It doesn't add up. Because then, when did he get on?
Miss Lestrade, what have you just told the court? Oh, sorry. What you have just told the court is clearly at odds with the facts.
Huh?
At odds? Are you sure, man?
Oh, I just realized it was 10. Okay.
So you can finish up this section.
Okay.
Absolutely.
It seems my learned friend is not as dull-witted as I feared.
So Van Zeeks realized it too.
Counsel, I must insist that you bolster your claim with evidence, or some complicit party's name at the very least.
Yes, my lord.
I expect you to demonstrate this alleged contradiction to the court.
According to Miss Lestrade, whilst she was hiding in the omnibus that night, she heard nothing but the sound of Mr. McGilded snoring. But think, Ryunosuke, think! There's something else she should have heard.
Is that like, is there a to be continued coming up?
Well, after this, it'll be a testimony. So I was thinking you could save it right here.
Okay, I mean, if it's gonna be a testimony anyways, then we could just, okay.
Yeah. So what doesn't add up?
Shh. Let me see if I can even show a piece of evidence.
Well, think about it, right? You said it before. You know, it doesn't make sense about the things that she could have heard.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, like she should have heard someone coming on. She should have heard him being stabbed. She should have heard someone else at all. Oh, maybe I'll just present a people then. I'll show a people.
Oh, Grace says that looking at the transcript, it looks like there's a lot of talking till the next testimony.
Oh, okay.
So maybe that would have been a good place to stop, but...
Okay. Well... Oh, okay. Are you tired as fuck? Alright. Maybe we'll stop there. And then I'll just have to remember that I'm gonna show a people. I'm gonna show the victim.
I'll remind you to say, to show people.
Well, thank
Save
you,
the
everyone.
game.
Oh, yes, that's a good idea. Good idea to save the video game.
Save the video game.
So many slots. All right, I have the history. True. All right. Well, thank you, everyone. Cole, asshole.
Cole, you're too late.
Cole, you're too late. Cole, you're too late. You're too late.
You're too late, Cole.
Potions, Ellie, you're too late. Okay. Well, thank you, everyone except Cole, for coming. Very fun session today. Thank you, Jet, once again for joining me. It's always a pleasure.
Thank you for having me.
And yeah, so on Saturday we will be playing more Spirit of Justice. We're gonna finish the tutorial case on Saturday, 4 p.m. And then we'll get into case 2 on Saturday. So, and then of course next week same time for White Boy Wednesday. But it has now become White Girl Wednesday.
Yes, with Gina. No.
Jane Lestrade. I want to see her interact with Herlock. All right. Yeah, we're finishing the tutorial case if it kills us. It might kill us. Yeah.
I want to join you for case 2 if you start it.
Yes. If we start it, if we...
Yeah, if you start case 2, I want to join.
If we just, I like how it's an if. Like as if we might finish the tutorial case and go, no more. But yeah, okay, so then there will be 4 of us on the witness stand. There will be 4 of us on the witness stand on Saturday. But yeah, all right, well. Yeah, anyways, good night, everyone. Get some sleep. I will see you guys on Saturday or next week for another White Girl Wednesday. All right. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
All J's all at once. Yes, exactly. All J's all at once next week. Goodbye.
And Jesus.
I pressed the stop streaming button.